guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kia and I am a second grade teacher here in Las Vegas, and I am so excited to be bringing you guys like a double whammy video today. I've got classroom setup, I've got meet the teacher night, I've got first week of school, so I kind of decided to put it all in one video because I just had such a hectic week and a half and I didn't really have enough to really piece it together, and so I'm like, let me just throw it all in one video, and I'll probably just add some commentary to really like clear up a lot of the stuff too, because in the moment it was very hard to like capture my feelings and emotions and like what I did and everything. So I'll be like adding a bunch of stuff, so it's gonna be a really in-depth first week of school vlog with me talking about it. And I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So today is day 3 of classroom setup. It'll probably be like a compilation of days. I got a lot done in my room like over the weekend, but I'm still working on a lot of stuff. Like I said last week, I've like been working like in between like meetings and stuff, so it's kind of been like a little stressful, a little chaotic, but we're rolling with it. So the first thing I want to show you guys that I updated to my classroom was that I put all of the baskets under the chairs for student setup, for student storage pretty much. So in my classroom, we don't have lockers, we don't have cubbies, we don't have anything like that. And I also have a smaller classroom, so there's not a whole lot of space for shelves. I could go buy shelves, but it's gonna cost me a lot of money out of pocket up front, which it's the end of summer. I'm end of summer teacher broke. That's not happening. So I went to the Dollar Tree and I got these little baskets. I actually got this idea from Bree from Teaching the Tinies, if you follow her over on Instagram. Let me flip you guys around and show you. All of the students have a basket under their chair that I zip tied for easy like storage, so they can swing it out, put their backpack in, swing it back in. This year I have 26-ish students, so that worked out really well for me. Everybody has a basket, everybody can store their backpack, jackets, stuff like that. They probably won't wear coats because it's hot out here. I don't know what's the weather in Nevada in December. I don't know, can't tell you. We'll figure it out when we get there. Also, I ended up putting up my classroom jobs list and my common board and my wildly important goals. So at my school, we have to have our standards and objectives on display for students, teachers, and admin if they walk in. So I went ahead and decided to make my common board. So we have our wildly important goals, or WIG. So this is what we work on like as a class throughout the month. And then over here is my common board. I've got ELA, math, and science and social studies. I'm gonna put some tape up here to divide it, and then I can put like our I know I can statements, objectives, standards, all that kind of stuff, and I can switch it out. This year I'm using the clip chart in conjunction or with like another type of classroom management system. So I'm trying this out this year. I used it my first year, liked it, so I'm gonna try it again for 2nd grade. And then I was also able to put up my classroom jobs. This is not done. Also, I cannot hang anything straight to save my life. I know it's crooked, I don't really care. So I'm going to get the little Velcro sticky things to put here, so I can print out my students' names and I can interchange them weekly. So I still have so much to do. I have to do my I still have to do my mailbox system today. I'm also going to try to make my affirmation station today. So it's just a lot. It is after 3, like it's like the end of the school day. I'm like on my own time, so I really don't want to be here longer than I have to, but we'll see how long it takes me to get the things that I want to get done. And if not, I'll just finish it up a different day. So let's work on our classroom mailbox systems. I got these shoe boxes sent to me from a company on Amazon. I will link them. I think they're called Tijan Furniture, something like that. So I got these shoe boxes sent to me, and I'm going to use them as mailboxes. So let me show you. This is the shoe box. It is really like a flexible texture. So what you do is like, here, let me put it up here. So you can open up the mailbox like this and put shoes in here. But I'm gonna use it as a mailbox system. So I've got like 6 or 7 of these. I'm gonna put these together and then set them up for our mailboxes. Alright, so this is what the mailboxes are looking like so far. I think they look good. I'm gonna make some labels to put on the little doors. Each team is gonna have a mailbox, so that way I don't have to have like 26 of these. I'll just have the kids in teams, and then their mailbox team will be on the front of their mailboxes. So today I am working on my library. Finally, I got some bins from the Dollar Tree. Still not enough. I got to go back and get more, but I'm going to do what I can with what I have. So I'm going to organize that today, and then I'm also going to put my desks how we were finally told how to put our desks. So right now they are 3 feet apart from the head to the other child's head. They gave us kind of like a way that they would like it to be, so I'm going to try to figure out how to have them spaced out and still have space in our classroom. So this group of 5 and 6 will be no more, which is, it is what it is. Can't control everything. So I'm going to organize my library. I just want to be transparent with you guys. This is honesty. This is an honest channel. I don't have time to really organize my library the way I would like to. There's like minimal organizations going on. I've organized the books by genre. I think you guys, if you watch Classroom Setup Day 2, I had Q kind of sit here and organize the books by genre. She's not an educator, so that tells you a lot about how she organized the books. She did a good job. For what she knew how to do, she did a good job. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I don't have the time to sit here and label all the books and go through genre and level, and I don't have the time to do that. Maybe that will be like a winter break project. Right now, I don't have the time to do that. And I also want y'all to know that if you don't have the time to sit there and do all of these very specific organization things in your classroom, it's okay. Your kids will never know that you did not organize your books by genre, by reading level. Nobody's gonna know. Only you will know. So, unless your school requires it, which my school does not at the moment. So, don't feel bad. Do what you can do. Get what you need to get done. And yeah, so I've got them somewhat organized. I don't even have labels for the bins. These are the bins. I got this from Dollar Tree. And then these are also some bins from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna go back and get more bins and just work with what I have. I honestly have a lot of books. They're not the best quality, and hopefully over the year I can get better quality books. Also, if you donated to my classroom library, thank you so much. You guys are the best. But I have a lot of books and I need to put them somewhere. So here we are. So I'm going to put them in the baskets by their genre and just try to find a place for them for right now. I'll probably go after work to get more bins. So let's set up my classroom library. So today is the day before our Meet the Teacher night. Tomorrow we'll be having a Meet the Teacher here at the school. All the parents will be able to come into our classrooms and drop off school supplies and meet me, and the kids can meet me. It's gonna be great, but we are still classroom prepping. And yesterday I stayed late to get my library in somewhat functional condition, which I'm okay with. And today I'm doing some work after school too on my room, kind of just prepping. I definitely feel like now I'm like more so in the final stretch of classroom prepping, which is great. I've got my desk spread out, my mailboxes are labeled. I have to finish my classroom jobs tonight, so I need to put like the little Velcro thing. So I printed out the students' names and I laminated them, and I got these Velcro fasteners from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to stick them on the classroom jobs thing that I set up, and we can just reuse the names. So So classroom setup for me was kind of a mess because we had a lot of PD in between like setting up. So I really didn't have like a lot of full days where I was like at school and I only had like one thing to do. It was a lot of me like working in between stuff. So it was really hard to kind of capture everything that I set up. But I will say this, classroom setup videos are so fun to watch and classroom setup is so fun. But at the end of the day, the 3 most important things that you need to have set up in your classroom to receive students is desks, chairs, and you, the teacher. So if you did not get everything done on your classroom setup list before the first day of school, please don't feel like you're inadequate or like your students are going to not be happy with the room, because guess what? The kids have no expectations of what the classroom is supposed to look like. They only know what school was like from previous experiences, and they don't know what your to-do list was. They don't know what you got done and what you did not get done. So don't feel bad about not setting everything up. My library is usable, but the books are not organized. And me being like the type A, I would love to have the books organized, but I realized at the end of the day, that's not extremely necessary to have a working library, so I'm okay with that. There was also some other little things like cute quotes and stuff that I wish I could have finished, and guess what, I can still do them, just, you know, when I find the time to do them. And so it was a little hard like switching my brain from like classroom setup to like first day of school, meet the teacher, but that's what we had to do. So my room was ready for meet the teacher, which was on that Friday. And so some tips that I have for meet the teacher is set up stations. I set up 3 stations. I set up a sign-in station. I set up an information station where the parents can grab information that I had already kind of made and put together. I put my meet the teacher flyer in there. I'll show that here. I use the meet the teacher flyer from The Perfect Pencil. Angela, she makes the greatest like little templates and stuff. So I used hers. I'll put it right here somewhere. And then I just put information about the school year. And then the 3rd station was just like a scavenger hunt for the students to do, and the parents could do it with them. So on the scavenger hunt, I'll put like a little thing here too. I put, where's the library, where's the mailboxes, where's your desk, like just like the basic kind of things, so when they come on the first day of school they know where those things are. So that is what I did for meet the teacher, and it went really well. I got to meet most of my parents, and I was very excited because I've met most of the students too, and so they knew me, they knew what I looked like. Yeah, so don't feel bad if your room's not set up. There are still things that I'm going to work on in my classroom, and you guys will probably see the things that I work on. Just take it a step at a time. So the next footage I'm about to show is like the first week of school. I'll probably be talking in between, like explaining some of the things, because I definitely did not do a good job explaining because the first week of school was crazy. Oh, another note that I had for classroom setup is please, for the love of God, do not label a single thing with students' names on it. I completely regret doing that. I did that. I thought I was saving myself time. Child, I was not. A lot of things changed in between like the first day of school and the last day of school. And so I had a lot of things labeled, like our classroom management. I had tables labeled. I'm grateful that I did not make like student nameplates. I honestly just got a chalkboard marker and wrote their names on their desks. I'll put like what I used to write their names on the desk here. It was really good because if the student wasn't sitting there, or if I had to move them, or if they didn't ever come, I could just wipe it off and write a new student's name. And also like it just saved me time, and you know, in the next couple of weeks I'll make them actual name tags, but the students got to know where their desks were. Please do not label anything. I wasted so much time. I regret it. That is one thing that I just regret doing. Do not label anything the first like week and a half of school, because things change and it's not your fault, but it is what it is. Don't label anything. Please save yourself. Save yourself. Today is the first day of school. I'm so excited. Okay, so the kids are coming in. I've got a name, like I wrote their names on sentence strips, and we're gonna make name tags, and I've got Play-Doh on their desks. Let me show you guys what it looks like. I bought these mini Play-Dohs from Target. I've got some soft music playing on in the background. I've got our presentation slide up. Let me show you guys what that looks like. Also, let me turn off this music before I get copyrighted, but I've also got soft music playing in the background as well. I am so anxious. I'm so nervous. So this is what I have projected on the board. The slides are from Angela from The Perfect Pencil. I love the Among Us slides. I used them last year and I'm using them this year. So I got their morning tasks, some reminders, and the question of the day. So this is what it looks like on the board. The kids will be walking in here soon, so I just wanted to quickly say good morning and just talk about my feelings. I'm a little anxious, but I think when the kids get in here, like, I'll be okay. I made sure that I wrote down all my procedures and that I'm really sticking to my schedule that I made for myself. And obviously hiccups will probably come because it is the first day, but we're gonna do fine. We're great. So the first day of school was literally insane. It was the fastest and the longest day of my life. Here is something that I really did that I appreciated and that I will probably do again the next first day of school. So the very first thing we did is I had projected a welcome, like what to do for the students to read. So they would come in and I put Play-Doh out on their desks because it's easy, it's quick, it's no prep, and everybody loves Play-Doh. So they had Play-Doh on their desks when they walked in. They were to put their materials in our classroom baskets. So like they have these baskets under their chairs and they put their materials there. I did not let them unpack. We were gonna unpack together. So they came in, they played with Play-Doh, and that was our first day activity. So after that, we walked to the carpet and we read the book Your Name is a Song. Now, Your Name is a Song is a book by, oh my gosh, I can't think of the author's name. It's right here. I'll put it right here. And it's basically a song, it's basically a book about how your name is important and how it's important that people pronounce your name right and that names are unique and they have meanings. And I thought that it was a really great first day read aloud because on the first day you're still learning names, you're learning who your neighbors are, all that kind of stuff. So we read the book and we sat in a circle and we sang everyone's name. And so we practiced singing everyone's name if they wanted it. If they didn't want it, then if they were like shy and they didn't want it, then we didn't do it. So I would have them, so they would say their name, they would sing it, and then as a class we would sing their whole name together. So it's like, my name is Kia, my name is Kia, and then our whole class would go Kia. Okay, I'm not gonna yeah, okay, so that's what we did. And that was like our first like read aloud together. It was really cute. The kids really got into it. They had different, some were doing opera, some was doing like robot. It was great. I loved it. The kids loved it too. And then afterwards we went back and made name tags using sentence strips, and then they cut yarn out and they tied it, and then they were able to use the name tags all week if they didn't break them. You guys know how kids are. When they went to specials and stuff like that, so the special teachers knew their name and, you know, their neighbors would know their name. So that's a really great first day activity. First day things you probably should do are play lots of games, establish your procedures, but know that do not bombard them with procedures like all in once. Like they're gonna have to pick it up eventually. So what I did was I first started with just our come in and clip your name on our clip chart. I know clip charts have a bad rap, but we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about classroom management later. So that's the first thing that we did, and we talked about it, and I told them over and over again, all right, when you walk in, clip your name on your clip chart. And then we also talked about our 5 hand signals on the first day, and that was it. Like those were all the procedures I talked to them about. And then after specials, we took a tour on the school. We talked about how to walk in a line, so all those kinds of things. Play lots of games, do lots of brain breaks. And then also what we did was we sorted our materials together as a class. So everyone had the same material. So we all took out our materials together, and this took a very long time, like a very long time. But we all took out our materials together. I had like a bin in the front of the room for their extras because they always have extras. And so we took out like 2 expo markers. We put it in our bin, our box. We took out our crayons. We unboxed them, threw away the box if they wanted to. We took out our scissors, we unpacked that, put it in our box, kind of just stuff like that. Like, I made sure they had one folder in their desk, one notebook. All the extras, they would come up and they would put it in the bin because it's just unnecessary and it's extra and they don't need it. So those were the things that we did on the first day of school. Some things that I do not recommend doing on the first day of school is doing a lot of read alouds. I know they're fun, but our students have a hard time like sitting. And I had 2 read alouds planned, but I realized that we don't have the stamina for it reading aloud yet and sitting and listening to a story, so we only read 1. We did lots of brain breaks. Another thing that I don't recommend on the first day of school is like starting curriculum. I know, like you have to set, like, lead them up to that and set up procedures for how to listen to the teacher and how to sit at your desk and all those things. So definitely don't start curriculum. I'm sorry, don't do it. The last thing I will say about the first day of school is something that saved me is having the doorbell. We learned that. That was the first like refocusing tool that they learned and they love it. So I have like the classroom, like the doorbell thing that everybody has. I'll put like a picture here somewhere. And we learned what it was and what it means. So when Miss Taylor hits the doorbell, you need to stop, freeze, and you need to throw your eyes on the teacher, zip your lips, that kind of stuff. So that was our first day. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Today is a new day. Yesterday was the first day of school and I didn't get much footage. It was honestly really crazy before and after school, just a hot mess. So we're starting fresh today. We'll pretend this is the first day of school. Today I'm wearing this outfit from Shein. Let me get it from in the mirror. This is my outfit today. This dress is from Shein. It's like this really cute like leopard print kind of thing. I love it. It's really flowy. It's adorable. Also, let me show you guys what my room is looking like. Alright, so yesterday was literally insane. It was the longest and shortest day of my life. I think overall it was just really fast, and I think that I got through all of the things that I needed to get through as a first day wise. It was just like scheduling stuff that was kind of all over the place, but the kids did really well and they were excited to come back tomorrow. So I mean, I guess that's the win in my book. I don't know, I just feel really slightly overwhelmed, but I think today I feel much better. Now I know what to expect. The kids know what to expect. We're gonna go over some more rules and procedures today. You guys, don't assume that your first day is gonna go amazing, and if it does go amazing, that's great, but if it does not go amazing, you're fine. It's fine. You've got another 179 days to get it right. So yeah. Right now I'm just printing off their morning work because I didn't have time to do it yesterday. We're working on nouns. So yeah, today's Tuesday. Hopefully it's a lot better. I've got my coffee. I feel a little bit more organized. Like, we're good. We're fine. We're good. So I'll catch up with you guys in just a little bit. On day 2, I really added to my procedures and I kind of like built them on top of each other. So on the first day, the students walked in and they put their clip on the clip chart and then they sat at their desk and they played with Play-Doh. On the second day, the students walked in, put their clip on the clip chart, and they put their blue take-home folder in the bin. So it kind of like adds on to each other. So now we don't have one thing to do, we have 2 things to do in the morning. And so it helps them like kind of like remember one thing, because if you give them too much at one time, they're not gonna remember. So I kind of just build it up on like how we walk into the classroom. We practice our hand signals again in the morning. I went over them again and we practiced them again. We also practiced walking in the hallway again. And we went over the procedures again of like hallway walk. We went over morning meeting. We talked about like what we wanted to do during morning meeting. And then we also played a game. So I have them greet them every morning and we also played a game. My good friend Madeline, she's also my coworker, she gave me a book on morning meetings that I have been reading and loving, and I have been using some of their strategies from the book for morning meeting to make it more intentional and fun and just kind of give like our morning meetings foundations. So I'll put the book right here. It's been really good. I would recommend it if you're looking for like foundational morning meeting stuff, that if you really need just like strategies that are just like the foundation. So yeah, like we kind of just really went over procedures again. We played lots of games again. We played this game called Night at the Museum, which is like the kids are statues and one person is the like security guard. If you've ever seen Night at the Museum, there's a security guard, and so the security guard's walking around and they're trying to catch the statues moving. So the kids really enjoyed that. It was really fun, and literally since I taught them how to play it, they've been asking to play it every day. So that can be a really good incentive too. Like if we get our work done, if we're working quietly, if we are sitting on the carpet nicely, we can play this game that we really enjoyed. So I also got the idea from Madeline, so shout out for Madeline. So yes, the thing that was really helpful was having a voice amplifier. I am obsessed with it. I have used it every single day. It's the reason that I'm literally not like sore throat and croaky right now. I did not have to raise my voice. I used my voice amplifier. If I needed to be louder, I turned it up. So I really recommend getting that the first week of school, also because of the masks. If you have to wear a mask where you're at in Las Vegas and in Henderson, we have to wear masks, so we're wearing masks and it's hard to hear each other, so the voice amplifier really helps. So I recommend that. Another thing that I recommend is a cordless hot glue gun. So one of my coworkers has a cordless hot glue gun, and I was borrowing hers during classroom setup in the first week of school, and I was like, this is like amazing, and I was like, I need to have this. So I ended up going up and buying my own, because like it was like to the point where I'm like, this is the best thing ever. So definitely a cordless hot glue gun for like projects and stuff, because having to plug in the hot glue gun and wait for it to go is like, it takes a while, but I'm telling you, it's helpful. The next thing that was really helpful the first week of school was having like that foam tape. I've talked about this on my Instagram, but it's what I use to put up my affirmation station. I got it from the dollar store and it works perfectly. I actually used the foam tape last year to hold up my affirmation mirror, and that was on a door, so the door opened and closed all the time and it did not fall, not once. I'm telling you, like, it stayed up. In fact, it, like, I just want to put a disclaimer because it almost worked too well. Like it was trying to take it off last year was pretty hard, so just be aware of that. But the phone, the next must have is an HP printer with the HP Insta Ink. Insta Ink saved my life this year. Coloring, like printing in color was, you know, it's costly and a lot of schools don't let you print in color. So I had brought my printer to my classroom and I was able to print in color. And if I needed to add more pages to my monthly subscription of HP Insta Ink, I used it. I'm telling you, Insta Ink saves lives. Get an HP Insta Ink printer. It's the best decision I've ever made in my entire teaching career. So if you guys are interested in HP Insta Ink, I have a link in the description box below too. And everything that I just mentioned, like all my first aid read aloud, like the must-haves that I just said, they're gonna be on my Amazon storefront too. I get a small commission if you guys buy from the storefront, so just so you know, if you don't want to commission me, go buy somewhere else. I'm just joking. But seriously though, so yeah, that was my first week of school. That was my first week of school. I feel like I did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I'm tooting it because it was hectic. It was insane. It was crazy, but I had students saying that they wanted to come back next week and they wish they could come to school on a Saturday. And when a kid wants to come to school on a Saturday, that's a win. That's a win in my book. So before I go, I have not had a chance to like sit down and talk to you guys about my new school. So I would like to let y'all know that I'm happy. So happy. My new school is great. Yeah, before I go, I would like to let you guys know, like, I just haven't had the time like to sit and talk about being in a new school environment because it's just been busy. But I am very much happy with where I'm at in my school. Everything's going great. I love my school. They've been very welcoming, almost like to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, like it's different when you come from a school that like doesn't care about you, doesn't want to see you succeed. The norm is not like, you know, not excellent, it's really different to come into the school where that is the norm. And I'm finding that like at the school that I'm at now, like the norm is excellence. Like you're supposed to be like, they want you to be the best that you can be, and I am happy to be in a place like that. And so it's just a little like, it's like, oh my gosh, like people actually want me to work and do a good job, you know? So I'm very happy with my school. And I also like coming into a new school is different too, because like my school is newer, it's a newer school, so there is not this culture of like things have always been this way, so when things go wrong we just kind of keep it the same because that's the way it's always been. Like if something is wrong, or like if I have a question, or like if things need to change, like they're changed, or there's conversations about it, or you know, there's not this stagnant vibe of like not wanting to change and be because of the past and like comfortability. And I really appreciate that. It was something that I was looking for, and I'm so grateful that I found it, because like coming from a school that has like a long history, like that's awesome, but also sometimes like there's like this feeling of like not wanting to change. And I'm the type of person that if like I feel like things are not working, like something needs to happen, and I love being at a school where I can do that. And so like yeah, not all schools are perfect, no school is perfect really, but there are some schools that are better than others. And so if you're looking for a job, my thing is to just find what works best for you. Like don't settle, find something that works best for you. And I'm happy that I did not settle. So have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.